Shit! I hate it when I get my Schwartz twisted.
So do I.
I said,
Hush. I am the law!
That's a damn minigun!
Good morning, Valhalla! The Mad Doctor Ortega Outlaw! Greetings, program! Daryl the Derelict! Good buddy! Psychodwarf Night! DJ Ronnie G! The Wrench of the North, Chris Persia! Claude Sailing! Classic Comics! Chris Fisk! Alina's Jester! My favorite polar bear on YouTube, Snortopoopas Cuber! The man from Talk Hard, it's Pops! My buddy, Punk Waddle! And my dino buddy, Happy Dinosaur 8K! The man, the myth, the legend, Pat S! Justice Dark Empress, the artist formerly known as Davalina. Let's get going with some YouTube talk on Mornings of Mischief. Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Mornings of Mischief. I'm your host, Stone Loki. Good morning, everyone. It is time for some YouTube talk. And oh my, I need to change my avatar. There we go. That's better. How's everybody doing out there? Good morning, everybody. I hope you are having a fabulous Wednesday. I'm having a good one. Got to play some God of War Ragnarok last night. Going to be doing some clips from God of War Ragnarok and push those out. Hopefully you guys like them. We'll have some game video up. So I'm not going to live stream the entire game. I'm against popular opinion that I should live stream the whole game. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to drop them in like 10-minute chunks. But good morning, everybody. It's time for some YouTube talk. If I missed anybody, I am sorry. I think I got everybody. Claude Sailing, what's up? Hopefully I got everybody this morning. Everyone in attendance here, the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Let's get down to some YouTube talk. Drive. What drives you? What drives you to create as a content creator? What is the fuel? What is the engine? What pushes you to get up and do this? Whether you do it every day, whether you do it as a hobby, whether you do it in your spare time. What drives you to create content? And what happens when you lose that? What happens when something comes along and you feel like, I can't, I'm done, I'm finished. What happens when that happens? Papa Cotton, what is up? Good morning, Project Cambrian says, good morning, gang. Good morning, brothers. How are you guys doing? What happens when it's not enough? I mean, people can call that burnout too. You can call that burnout when you just don't have the drive to do it anymore. Do you just keep plugging away? Do you keep pushing it out when you're done? I'm done. I'm done. I just don't want to quit. That's not any fun. That's no fun. Why would you want to keep doing that? Why would you want to keep at it? Some people are going to tell you that, well, I put all this time and effort into this. I don't just want to put it down, but if there's nothing there driving you to create, if there's nothing there driving you to do better, what's the point? There is a little poll, ladies and gentlemen, in this stream. What drives you in life? Money, more money. I want money. There ain't nothing wrong with that. There are people out there, they want money. They want to have money. They think money is the answer. There's nothing wrong with that if that's how you feel. Community to help others. Well, you're selfless. You want to create something for everyone. I want to be popular, star. There's plenty of people that want to be popular, that want to be a star. A lot of those didn't have a lot of that when they were kids. So they want to change their life. I want to better myself. I want to be a better person. You don't hear that often. Or if you do, it's not really what's going on behind the scenes. So a day out live, think you know my motivation? Yes. And unfortunately, it's not on there. Family. I have a family because of all of you. Because of each and every one of you. I have a family. When I started this, I felt very alone. And I didn't have much. The total opposite of what I put out yesterday or Monday when I took you around the lab and showed you all the goodies and had a good time. When I started out, it was completely the opposite. I was in a little corner in the condo, and I didn't have much. So things have definitely changed. But that's not what drove me. That was just kind of like a bonus. The records, the action figures, the stuff I've got decorating, my office, that was just all bonus stuff. So, Mama Bear Art Doll says, morning Valhalla. Good morning, Mama Bear Art Doll. Sagador of 9 with a $20 super chat says, was in a depression in the 90s. Random college age girl gives me this big smile outside the record store. Broke my depression right there. If I can make people laugh, pay it forward. There you go. And thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Sagador of 9. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla, and this one's just for you, brother. Skull!
A dollar? I've never seen a dollar. Nobody's got a dollar. Let us see the dollar. There it is. It's beautiful. Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill.
Take your hat up, boy. That's a dollar bill. So let's talk about a situation. So let's say we're gonna use some real YouTubers, and we're gonna use some made up shit here. So but who knows? There might be some truth in all of this madness. So let's say you are a viewer. Let's say you like hanging out, you like watching Doomcock, and you like watching Gary, and you like watching Ethan Van Sciver, whatever, whoever it is. And one day you are seriously considering, I want to have my own channel. I want to do what these people have done. I want to get on and I want to speak my mind. And one of them encourages you. Let's say it's Gary. And say Gary from Nerdrotic encourages you, says, you know what, you need to get on the microphone. You're at one of his backroom things, one of his YouTube member streams, and he says, you need to get on the microphone and you need to do what you do. You got a great voice. You have a great singing voice. You should be on the streams. Get on your microphone. Do what you do. And you're like, holy shit, I've been encouraged to do something. And you get your ass in gear and you do it. And you've got this huge community. You've got this huge community of people that you know, people that you've come to get to know, people you've hung out with on these member streams, people you've seen in chat, people you've met at mixers, whatever. And you go forth and you go to create content. You've got this drive pushing you. You're like, I'm going to be this one day. I'm going to meet this person and I'm going to talk to this person. And you start setting goals. Then these are your drive. This is your drive. The first hurdle, and you will experience hurdles, ladies and gentlemen. The first hurdle you come across is dissent and jealousy in that community. You shouldn't be doing what you're doing because you've got these other people that are doing the same thing you're doing. And they want a shout out from Gary. They want to stream with Gary. They want to be the most popular kids on the block. And they don't like the fact that you are now there for competition. Some of them will actively try and ruin what you were doing and ruin the experience. That way you go away. That way you leave. You walk out. You take a hike. You burn. Some of them are going to be very encouraging and welcoming. They're going to come by and they're going to say something. And hell, you might even start networking with some of these people. You might start working with them hand in hand because they're doing the same thing you're doing. Or you might have them on as a guest. Or you might do something because this is the community you're in, right? This is your community. You've been a part of this community. You've met all these wonderful people. But something changed because now you're not just a guest. You're not just a spectator. You're not someone in the stands cheering someone on. You are trying to do something that these other people are doing. Some of them are going to like it. Some of them aren't going to like it. So you figure this out. You realize that, well, shit, things aren't as simple as I was originally led to believe. But you have this drive. You have this thing pushing you. You have this goal. And you keep at it, and you keep at it, and you work on it, and you work with these other people. And hand in hand, you're meeting people, you're greeting people, you're finding out more about people. People start coming to you, and they start talking to you more, and you start getting to know these people, and you're like, well, this person's been great and been helpful and been there for me since the very beginning. And this person over here, they've acted like a total and complete twat to me ever since I started doing this. So immediately you're thinking, wow, everything's pretty simple. See, the problem is it's not. You've still got jealous twats out there that will actually actively try and ruin you because they don't like you. Even if they smile at your face and shake your hand and congratulate you, they still don't want you around because they think, this is the craziest deal, that there's not enough room on YouTube for everybody. They think that getting rid of you is their best chance at getting ahead. You see, in all this time you've been putting on all this time and work into this, you failed to recognize the fact that some people are just absolute twat waffles. And dealing with those people makes them actively want to get rid of you. It's a sad truth from behind the scenes of a place that should be so much better because there's room for everyone. There's millions and millions and millions of people. Millions of people trying to make this work for them. And then, by God, then you run into the people that say, you don't know a fucking thing because this person said this. You don't know how to build a channel because this person said this. I want to tell you something. Building a YouTube channel is all about you. It's about your dedication, your drive, your ambition. What do you want? What do you want? Do you want cash? Give me the cash. You want money? Do you want to be a part of something bigger than yourself? Look up at the poll. Look up at the poll I put up 30 minutes ago. Money, 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 money. As a fat Stephen would say, give me money, give me money, give me money. Do you want community? Do you want to help other people? Do you want to be popular? Do you just want to better yourself? Do you want to be a better person? You know what's funny? Over and over and over again, I hear people can't change. People can't change. They're always going to be the same person, no matter what. I do not believe that. People can change. It's up to them to change. It's up to them to grow. You can't make anybody. You can't make anybody. Pops says, I know I'm cut from the same cloth as Loki, who will refer to a mixer and a twat waffle in the same bit. Love you, brother. You make me smile. Love you too, my friend. Pops has been absolutely excellent. Pops has been a great friend. I'm so happy I met him. It's those people, the people that enrich your life and make your life better. Those are the people that you got to look at and go, my life is better because I have met this person. Pops is one of those people. Colonizer Jeebus with $2 super chat. See, Banta time for metrosexual Ironman. You want the Banta? Jeebus? You want the Banta? I give you Banta. Want a Banta? Don't you wanna Banta? Mexican Ironman wants a Banta. Want a Banta? Don't you wanna Banta? Mexican Ironman wants a Banta. Banta, Banta. Mexican Ironman wants a Banta. Yes, and I needed to drink after that, so Skull. Skull, Colonizer Jeebus. Loki, the toilet, don't blow up again. More transcribing. Maybe painting. Nice. Congrats. People change. Do they want to change? Sometimes they feel like it's too hard. It's too much work. Like YouTube. So let's change tracks here a minute. So you got this YouTuber, right? And man, he shows up and it's just like electric, you know? He is interactive. He's funny. He kicks ass, takes names, steals babies' lollipops. You're like, damn, man, I love working with this guy. I love working with this guy. And something changes. Something happens. And you watch all that drive, all that ambition, all that greatness get buried under numbers. That's fucking sad. That is I've never ever watched something tank so hard because of obsession. All because of obsession. Project Cambrian says, I'm stepping into this because I want to make something of myself, better myself, share what I like through my art. The other stuff comes along, okay, I deal with it. But it's not the goal for me. And it's important to know that. Project Cambrian, everybody out there, it's important to know that. Psychodorp 9, I can't say I'm not nervous about starting a channel. Dude, tell me about it. But I'll still do it. You guys know me now. I don't know how many of you remember what it was like in the beginning. When I did my first stream, I was as nervous as a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs. I was sweating. I was sweating. I felt like I was jumping into a pool and I didn't know how much water was in it before I jumped into it. I'm jumping in a pool and I haven't checked to see how much water's in it. Good morning, Makani. What is up, my friend? It's okay to be nervous. Psychodorf 9. I was there. He was there, ladies and gentlemen. He was there. And Skull and Tuck and Roll Snowdub Live. Guys, if you are not subscribed to Snowdub, head on over there. Click that subscribe button. Ring that bell. Check him out. The puppets are hilarious. He says, I always try to promote smaller channels because I've been there. I know the struggle for 1K because I'm still there with them. 2K for Snow. If there's anyone who's criminally undersubbed that we all know, it's Snowdub. He should be twice where I'm at right now. That's where he should be. And you know what? He doesn't bitch about it. He doesn't moan about it. He doesn't cry about it. He just says, I'm going to get there, period. End of discussion. You don't see him crying and whining and throwing a fit because shit's not going his way. He fights. He's a fighter. He stands up and said, you know what? I'm going to take victory. I'm not going to wait for it to just pop in my lap. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to take it. Mucho respect for my brother, Snowdub. And this one is just for you, brothers. Skull and Tuck and Roll.
Spartans! What is your profession?
And Kendra L. I haven't heard that cat saying in a coon age. Absolutely. Absolutely. I used to hear that all the time. So that's something that my grandmother said and something that my dad said. So, oh yeah. Brogan Entertainment said I used to monitor numbers all the time, but I realized they'll get there when they get there. In the meantime, I try to create content that I'm interested in, and that means my objectives. Your drive, your ambition. It's your drive. You're the one behind the wheel of your channel. You're the one who's going to take it somewhere. Not everybody else. Not the guy down the street doing his own show. He's not going to get you there. He doesn't want you to get there. Because you're competition. You're just the competition. Be better. Be better than just looking at people like competition or looking at people like they're in the way. Be a part of something greater. And if you just are in this for money or popularity, fucking don't act like you're a part of the community. Be fucking upfront, because that, ladies and gentlemen, is the biggest thing that grinds my fucking gears. I want money, I want popularity, but I don't want shit to do with the community. Well, then fuck you. Get the fuck out and stop using the community. Bikini Draws with $5 super chat. Snow says he's going to get there, and so am I. Same mindset that got me to 1K will get me to 2K and beyond. Skull and Tuck and Roll. Thank you, Makani. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla. And this one is just for you. Going a little old school this morning. Skull! Daryl the Derelict says, I've been shunned from a couple of creators who got big. However, I will never shun them. When I say I'm your friend, I mean it. Numbers will never change my friendship. What do you mean by shunned, Daryl? Give me like an example of what you mean. Do they ignore you completely? Do they not talk to you at all anymore? Do they invite you on occasionally? Is it a complete just they turn their backs on you? Well, give us some more detail, please. Sagadorf 9 with the $5 super chat says, Loki, I once did a 14-minute SCA presentation in England in front of about 1,000 people without a mic and still nervy. Well, brother, I'm right there with you. I got up in front of 1,000 people once and sung Blue Suede Shoes. And I sing a lot. I'm not as good as I used to be. I'll put it that way. So I feel you, brother, and thank you for the $5 super chat. I'd rather support a creator than view someone as competition. That's what happens. Not with everybody, but oftentimes that's what happens. So what drives you? What pushes you to be better? And what happens when you lose that? What happens when that goes away? What happens when it fades away? So I was working with a content creator who was absolutely fascinated by this show. They did all kinds of crazy shit to learn secrets and to catch things and all kinds of stuff. And the show changed, and that was it. They were done. They were done. It was like all that drive, all that push, all that excitement was just gone. It just went out the window. How do you hold on to that when something changes like that? How do you hold on to what was just giving you all this excitement, all this energy, all this drive and determination, and then it's gone? I would tell you, as I told them, that the determination should never come from your expectations of what a show is going to be or what you think a show is, because that can always change. That can always change. And when it changes and you're like, well, fuck, I'm not excited at all about this anymore. What's left? What's left? You just don't care. And when you're on a stream, when you're on a live stream and you're in front of an audience and you're just like, fucking so what? I don't care. I'm so fed up. Why do you guys think I don't talk about Marvel and Disney? Because I know exactly how that show is going to go. I know exactly how that show is going to sound. It's going to be me yelling or it's going to be me disappointed. Those two things. There's going to be nothing happy about it. Why? Because there's nothing there that's going to make me happy. They've shit on the lore. They've shit on the characters. They've shit on the story. Why should I care? Why should I put my time and effort into something that I have absolutely no give a shits or fucks about anymore? I shouldn't. Oh, but Loki, you can get hate clicks. People that hate it, or the people that love it and hate you for talking bad about it. Or I'm not about that. I'm just gonna tell you straight up. People said I was crazy. You're not gonna cover Disney. You're not gonna cover Marvel. You're not gonna cover Star Wars. That's crazy. I'll talk about it on other channels if that's what the topic is and I get invited. If that's what you want, but I'm not gonna waste my time talking about shit that holds absolutely no interest for me. I don't mind getting mad. I don't mind flipping out on a stream. I don't mind cursing up and down the aisle, calling the idiots in the storyboards complete twat waffles. I don't care about that. I don't mind that. But you know what I do mind? I want to talk about things that I am passionate about. And if all my passion lies in a negative direction, then where am I going and what am I doing? Where am I going and what am I doing? I'm going to burn out. I know I'm going to burn out because it's all going to be negative shit all the time. And I've watched big creators burn out talking about negative shit all the time. I've watched their fan bases turn on them because that's all they talked about was negative shit and rumors. Oh my God, did you hear this week? Kathleen Kennedy's going to be fired. Oh my God, did you hear this week? Kathleen Kennedy's going to be fired. Oh my God, did you? Oh, shut the fuck up. We're tired of hearing about Kathy Kennedy about to get fired. That shit's been going on for like fucking 5 years now. KK is about to get fired. KK does this. KK said that. Oh my God, look. Jesus Christ. If I want to be like the other 2,000 fucking channels in the Fandom Menace. That's all I'd fucking talk about is fucking Kathleen Kennedy. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that channel. I want to be my own fucking channel. I want to decide what I'm going to talk about every day. And I'm not going to follow around people with my nose up their asses going, oh my God, you're so right. Kathleen Kennedy's about to get fired. And then she doesn't, and then she doesn't, and then she doesn't. Go back and look at an early ass fucking video of mine that happened in, 2019, where I'm talking about Les Moonves getting like, it was some shit. It was some shit. Akiba Goldsman. It was some bullshit that I talked about in a video, and someone was like, when that doesn't happen, you're going to look like an absolute twat waffle because no one said they're getting fired yet. And that was true. No one said they were getting fired yet. No one said that. No one said, hey, you know what? They're positively, absolutely, they've been fired, they've been let go. I don't want to be that guy. That can get people all energized and, oh my God, he's so great because he talks about this. I fucking don't care. I don't care about any of that. I just want to come on. I want to do my morning show. I want to talk to each and every one of you. I want to spend my morning with you. And I want to have fun. Don't you want to have fun? Oh, Greg, because they do. And if that's what they want to do, that's fine. They can do that. If you want to monetize hate negativity, that's fine. By all means. If you want to have a discussion, I'm much more apt to have a fucking discussion. And 6, what is up 6 from Midnight's Edge with a $5 super sticker? She says, bravo. You know why I listen to Midnight's Edge? You know why I listen to Tom and Andre? Do you know why I go over there and listen to their streams? Because they have an actual fucking discussion about things. It's not boo hoo hoo, Kathleen Kennedy's going to get fired, or I heard this rumor, or blah, 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 blah. Every once in a while, a rumor might come along and get brought up, but they discuss it and they talk about it. It's not 2 hours of shitting all over a stage on something that's never going to change. You want to talk about burnout? What's going to burn me out? That shit's going to burn me out. That's what would burn me out if I was doing it. Thank you so much, 6, for your awesome Shiba Inu Bravo sticker. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla, and this one is just for you, 6. Skull! Broken Entertainment says, I started watching the real BBC and Nerdrotic a lot more again when they were reviewing House of the Dragon. Isn't it nice to see someone get excited about something? I don't care. I don't care that we had 20 to 30 people in here when we were talking about House of the Dragon. I had a bunch of people DMing me, apologizing that they weren't there, but they were like, I haven't seen it yet. I've got to wait. And I'm like, I just want to talk about something fun. And Monday was the perfect time for that. Monday was the best day to do that. Because Mike can't always keep up with me on Tuesday, so sometimes he hasn't seen the episode going into Tuesday. So Monday was the best day, unless I wanted to change Wednesday, which I didn't. So, and I'm not saying you can't talk about bad things. I'm not saying that you can't rant on something. A good rant is good for the soul. Let me tell you something. A good rant on something is good for the soul. But every goddamn morning, no one's tuning in every morning to hear someone yell, scream, or bitch and moan. Discussion, talk, opinion. Give us something to get our brains going in the morning. Yeah, we fired up. We burned that son of a bitch to the ground, but I don't do it in a way where I'm doing nothing but yelling and screaming at shit that's just not going to change. I'm going to tell you something. Disney's not going to change till they go bankrupt. If your jaw dropped when you heard we were losing $1 billion a month come out of DC, just imagine what Disney is spending on this shit. Just imagine what Disney is spending on this shit. The only thing keeping them going is their parks. Parks and merchandise. That's it. Everything else, I guarantee you, is losing money. No matter how much they try and hide it, that's just the way it is. That's just the way it's going. They're never going to change. It's not going to change. They had the golden goose when they bought Star Wars. And they cut its fucking head off, gutted it, and what you're getting is the leftovers. So no, I don't want to do that every single morning. Cuz that will completely burn out my drive and my ambition for what I'm doing. And if that's your thing, and that's what you want to do, by all means, go and do it. Be known as that absolute hothead. I used to do that all the time. Do you think my content hasn't changed over the last couple of years? It has. Some people are happy, some people aren't. That's just the way it is. It's just the way it goes. But guess what? I am happy. I'm happy with what I do. I'm happy to get up in the morning and do this Monday through Friday. I'm happy to stay up till 11 p.m. last night and get to play God of War and share that. Share my first hour and a half of that with you guys. I love that. It made me happy. I'm going to keep doing things that make me happy. Why? Because I don't want to burn out. I don't want to lose that drive to create. I'm going to tell you something. And this is one of the most disappointing things. I was just so disappointed with this. There was a creator that I did everything I could to help. Everything I could to help. And then they just put it down and said, "You know what? This really isn't important to me. I'll do it every now and then." And I was like, man, this person had the drive, they had the ambition, they had such an opportunity, such a wonderful opportunity to do something great, to do something excellent and stand out from the crowd. And they threw it away. They absolutely threw it away. They're on every once in a while. But they had something so special. And just shit all over it. Their choice. And no matter how hard you try, no matter how hard you try and tell them, sometimes people just don't want to listen. Sometimes people say, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Sometimes people say, well, I've got this to focus on now. I don't want to focus on this. You just got to go, okay. What are you going to do? Drag them kicking and screaming into the spotlight? No, you can't do that. You can try and tell them. You can try and be a friend. You can try and encourage them. But at the end of the day, all of this is your choice. Why do you want to be here? Jedi Bill 797. Why do you want to be here? What is pushing you forward as a content creator? Pops, what's pushing you? Daryl the Derelict, but you're still here. Why are you here? What's pushing you? What's making you create? What drives you? Where does your ambition lie? It's funny. It's really funny because, I've talked about the beginning before. I've talked about how this all started. I talked about how a masked villain at the center of the earth said, "Go forth, Loki, and create content." One of the things I didn't talk about was a conversation on Discord where Tom Connors from Midnight's Edge told me and Dave Bob that we had radio voices and we should be doing this. This is before Doomcock ever encouraged me to live stream. This is before I decided, months and months and months, maybe even a year. I don't even remember if this is before my motorcycle accident or not. But Tom from Midnight's Edge said, you've got a radio voice. You should be using it. Told Dave Bob the exact same thing. Dave Bob just laughed at him. He was like, I ain't getting on the YouTubes. And I don't know. I started getting an idea that maybe I could. Honestly, what tipped me over at the end of the day was me being pissed off. I was pissed off. I was pissed off that news agencies and corporations were going after these wonderful people that just want good entertainment. They just want good entertainment. And that's what pushed me over the edge. That's what made me get on a microphone and say something. Was I was watching people that are great people. I want to tell you something. Gary over at Nerdrotic is one of the most welcoming, kind, generous people I've met on this platform. You can say whatever you want about Gary. He's one of the best. Tom over at Midnight's Edge, great guy. Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, great people. All of them. People will try and influence you just as much as you end up influencing them. Chris Persia, that does sound like something Tom would say. He would know, being a former radio man. So, Jedi Bill says, I'm having fun and I like to see what could be, and I absolutely love the connections that I make. Great answer. Pops, what's pushing me? I simply love talking about this stuff. Picture books and make believe still bring me joy, so talking about it with friends is like a dream come true. I got told the other day that I live in a fantasy world. You live in a fantasy world, Loki. And I was like, what do you mean? Well, you talk about, Dungeons and Dragons and comic books and Game of Thrones and all that stuff is just fantasy. You live in this fantasy world, I guess. Maybe, but I wouldn't say I live in a fantasy world. I would say that pop culture has had such an influence on me that it has changed my world for the better. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about, right? At the end of the day, what does Star Wars mean to you? Does it mean Kathleen Kennedy and all the shills over at Disney? Or does it mean growing up watching those movies, experiencing them, having fun with friends watching them? You know what I did? When I bought my first fucking big screen TV, I brought home this JVC 50-something inch. And first thing I did was I put the DVD of Star Wars, of Empire Strikes Back, and I watched the fight scene between Luke and Vader. It's the very first thing I did. And that was back when big screens were huge. They took up, half the living room. Of course, they've had an influence on me. Of course, they've had an influence on me. But I wouldn't say I'd live there. I just think they've changed my world a little bit. Good morning, fat fuck. Greetings. Classic Comics says Loki D&D comic books me. Yeah. It's a good thing too. It's a good thing that your life has been influenced by something good. Just don't let it get carried away. As did I, Kendra L. She says, I started reading Star Wars novels when I was around 11. Grew myself some logic circuits. EU. EU, yes. As did I. As did I. And even into junior high and high school. Guys, after a football game, do you know what my ritual was after a football game? I would sit in a really hot bath and I'd read a book. I know that sounds girly as fuck, but I want to tell you, when your muscles are screaming at you, when you're sore as fuck, hot bath, greatest thing in the world. Some people say cold bath, fuck that. I'm not getting cold ass water. It's not happening. So what does it mean to you? What does it mean to you? What gets you up off that couch and gets you in front of a microphone? What gets you away from that microphone? What gets you away from that microphone? What happens when your drive and your ambition are gone? You need to reevaluate what the fuck you're doing. If all you've done is focus on numbers, that's all you care about, that's all that's been pushing you, the drive for numbers, and you're sitting there and you just don't give a fuck anymore. You need to reevaluate what you're doing. You need to reevaluate what got you here and think about that. Oh, but Loki, I don't want to look in the past. You don't even got to tell me that shit. I don't even like going and listening to old streams. I'm like, it's done. That's done. It's past. On to the next thing. On to the next thing. When someone calls me and says you really need to go back and listen to this, I'm like, I will. If someone calls and says you really need to go back and listen to this portion or look at this, I will, but I don't like to. Why? Because it's done, it's over, on to what is next. We are moving forward. If you are moving a mountain, why are you going to go and pick up a rock you already moved, move it back, and then move it back over there? Shellback TJC with a member super chat. He's a warrior of Midgard. He says, your poll needs an all of the above option. Money, more money, community to help others. I want to be popular, a star, and I want to better myself. You can do all those things. I don't know if I can add. Yeah, I can't add. I can end the poll, but I can't add to the poll. Atega Outlook says, to see other people smile, to hear them have a better day, outlook or circumstance is worth the effort every day. Do you think I'm here for $1, $2, $20? I love spending my morning with you guys. I appreciate it. It helps keep the lights on in the studio. I do. I appreciate it. But money's not, oh my God, I have to have money. Machini draws with the $20 super chat. Thank you so much, Machini. Says, the same reason I get up and do this is the same reason I get up and pick up a pen. Passion, not having a reason to stop. Art is life. It's breathing to me. I want to grow, and at the same time, I want to inspire others to draw. Machini is an inspiration. He has an inspirational story. I encourage him to tell that story. Because at the end of the day, it's going to help someone pick up a pen get on their microphone and talk. I used to be all about ending the show with, if you want to do this, get on your soapbox, get out your microphone and speak your mind. No excuses, no bullshit. You can do it on your phone. People stream from their phone all the time. You can do this. Stop making excuses. Get on your microphone and talk. Why? Why did I used to end the show every day like that? Because someone encouraged me. Someone said, you know what, Loki, you should do this. You got a radio voice. Somebody said, Hailstone Loki, come on my show. Would love to have you. And it got me up there. And it was my first live stream. And I did it. And I had a crazy time doing it. And it completely changed how I did content creation. Because I stopped looking at it like video production. And I started looking at it like stage work, improv, talking to you guys, radio, instead of I'm going to make a video and I'm going to make it about this. And that makes me happy. And you know what I've been told over and over again? I've been told that that's not the right way to do things. I've been told if I only did it this way, I would have so many more members, and I would have so many more subscribers, and I would have so many more views, and I would have so many more likes. Loki, if you just sell out, you could be so much greater than you are. And do you know what I tell every single one of them? I tell them to go suck a chocolate dick. Thank you so much, Machini Draws, for that $20 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla, and this one is just for you, my friend. Skol!
Long live the fighters!
Pop says, I'm having a rough time today because I have to reschedule streams due to the hurricane. I was looking forward to hanging with people I care about. I could care less about the other stuff. Absolutely. Fat Steven Seagal says, a strong foundation is worth more than numbers. I absolutely agree with that. A strong community, strong foundation is worth more than numbers. Chris Persia, the Wrench of Wrenches, says, well, Loki streamed live from Dallas, and Jeremy had done that for a long time. So if you have the inclination to speak up and be heard, give it a shot. Did it from my phone. So many people do it from their phone. Chocolate D, not a bag of gummy D's. Well, then I'd be saying that about Valiant. So I didn't want to say a bag of dicks. So, bag of gummy dicks. The sleeper has awakened. Legendary Tron, what is up? Ladies and gentlemen, Legendary Tron fights for the users. He is an absolute badass. He runs over X-Wing at light speed in that chair. So, guys, if you aren't subscribed to Legendary Tron, go over there. Check out his channel. Make sure you're subscribed. Ring that bell for notifications. He is making a push from Twitter to you, or from not Twitter, from Twitch. My mistake. Twitch to YouTube. So check him out. Check out his channel. So, if you have a gummy dick, they have a pill to help with that. I heard about that. So, Pops, be safe with the hurricane. Last thing I want is anything bad to happen. And shit, Florida's not even over the last one. So I'm sure that we're going to hear all about climate change and all that other shit. So I wasn't talking about Machini. What can you do? What can you do? It's really hard when you are reviewing something, when you're talking about something, when you're excited about something, and it goes south. It's really hard to maintain that drive and ambition when you're completely focused on something. I can't imagine what it's like for the boys over at Echo Base when Star Wars takes a nosedive and you're just like, shit, I really don't care about this anymore. I mean, there's been times Nick's been like, I can give a shit about this show. And I'm just like, I don't know. At least if you hate it, if there's like some hate there to it, I can get it. I can get it. I can. But if you just don't give a shit, if that drive to continue isn't there, how do you contend with that? How do you deal with that? How do you recover from that? Honestly, I don't want to put the person on the spot, but there's someone in this chat right now that was reviewing a show with us, and about halfway through the show, everything changed, and they completely lost interest. They completely lost focus. They lost interest, and they just didn't give a fuck anymore. And it was really sad. It was really sad to see that, because you don't want to see someone you care about, someone that's kicking ass and taking names, and they just fucking stopped giving a shit completely. And you could tell. You could tell. Go back and watch like the first half of the reviews and listen to how excited they were. Listen to how dedicated they were. Listen to how they were watching something at quarter fucking speed. They were watching episodes at quarter speed. They were turning a 30-minute episode into a 2-hour slog fest. Something I cannot do. I could not maintain attention watching something at quarter speed. And then they just fucking stopped. And they stopped fucking caring. And you could hear all the life and all the energy they had completely fucking drained away to an ugh. It's like, hey everybody, what's going on? We got such a badass show today. We're going to look at this and we're going to look at that. And we're going to find all the secrets to this. Into, you know what? I just don't fucking care. Why are we even talking about this? Why did you bring this up? Because I just don't fucking care anymore. That's heartbreaking. That is fucking heartbreaking. No matter how much you try and like, come on, get back on the horse, ain't much you can do about it when they've hit bottom. You can try and tell them. You can try and talk to them. You can try and be there. You can try and encourage them. But there's not much you can fucking do to get them out of that once they're in that hole. Besides stand there and be like, come on, get the fuck out of it. Get back on the horse. Get back on the fucking horse. Get back on the horse and ride, bitch. Get back on the horse. There's not much you can do. Because you've hit apathy. Thank you, Shellback TJC. You've hit the just, I don't give a fuck mode. Orville Nation with the $2 super chat says, morning, Lokester. You inspired us all. You inspired me. I want to tell you, PJ, from the very beginning, dude, you're going to be big. You're going to be something. You're going to be, you've got it. You've got what it takes. Keep going. Push, push, push. PJ inspired me. So thank you, brother. And this one is just for you. Skull!
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brother.
So what happens when you lose your drive? What happens when you lose your ambition? You have to sit down and take stock of what is important to you and what you enjoy that gives you fun, that your fellows, your community, your fellowship can stand with you and enjoy. That's all you can do, is take stock of where you're at the moment and decide, I either want to do this or I don't want to fucking do this. That's all you can do. Olds Gamer 72 Cutlass with $2 super chat says, toss $1 to your lurker out the door. Thank you, brother. Pat Stevens says, you put the drive somewhere else. Put the drive into something else. Focus your energy and your drive somewhere else. Do you mean leave YouTube? Put it into something besides being a content creator, or keep being a content creator and focus your energies on a different part of content creation? What do you mean? Leave? Say fuck it? Do something else? Or change direction? No, you use that apathy and transform it into positive content. There you go. There you go. And he knows about that better than I do, ladies and gentlemen. Because he's been through it. Because, yeah, it was him I was talking about with WandaVision. He kind of opened the door from that when he said, yeah, fuck that show and all that shit. So what can you do? You can pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You can refocus. You can leave. Leaving is a possibility. Being done. Tell you what I don't want to be. I'm going to tell you something. This is what I don't ever want to be. This is what I don't ever want to turn into. I don't ever want to have someone holding my fucking hand so I can stream. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you're that fucking fragile, what are you doing here? If you're that fucking fragile that someone's got to hold your hand while you're on a live stream, what the fuck are you doing here? Why are you still doing this? I don't ever want to be that person. I want to have good conversations with other people. I like the work I do with Zero. That's why me and him are still doing 0 Hour. I love the work I do on Tuesdays with Mike. No, I'm not talking about you, Daryl. Don't feel attacked. I'm not talking about, Fridays. I can live stream on my own. I can go solo. I'm never going to not do that. You're always going to get solo days. Shut up, you fat fuck. Oh, thank you, Mr. Tickle Trunk. Dorn Poopy's Cuber, I tried to be apathetic once, but I really didn't care enough to try. Tron, my content is always positive, and we're past the hour, guys. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to play some God of War Ragnarok. I will be recording it. I won't be live streaming it, so I can cut it up and serve it up to you guys as beautiful 4K 10-minute clips, because that's what I want to do. Fat Steven likes his gaming, and nobody can stop that. That's great. Don't let him. Do what you want to do. Talk about what you want to talk about. Be the greatest content creator you can be. PJ from the Warble Nation, $2 super chat says Loki makes Howard Stern look like an effing rookie. Fuck Howard Stern. I used to like him, and he turned into a complete and total twat wobble. Why does that always happen? Thank you, PJ, so very much for that super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Baja, and this one's just for you, brother. Skol! Valhalla led the charge into Wednesday morning. Thank you guys so very much for being here. Take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. We'll see you guys on the next YouTube talk. Take care, everybody.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.
You have a wonderful day yourself, Lady Mist.